Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Vitinha.
And he's in on goal. Chance! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, right place, right time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ernest. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Great vision.
That looks a good ball through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
De Bruyne
Does really well there, he is strong.
Mohamed Salah.
He is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
De Bruyne.
And here's Vinicius.
Vinicius Junior! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape. Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Caicedo.
Vinicius Junior.
Now it's Mbappe. Vitinha. Rummenigge. And this is Mohamed Salah. Ernest, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous.
There's the shot!
Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Vinicius Junior clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And he's had it nicked away.
De Bruyne.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's Vinicius Junior driving through the middle. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Pepe gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Caicedo. Good running, strong and purposeful. Victoria are looking to break at pace.
Real chance! They've scored!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Number 7, Mbappe.
And yes, it's him again.
Is number 26.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Finding their passes. Now it's Undav. Out towards the flank. And it's Caicedo. Lucas Paqueta. That's very neat. Koeman did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, they could be caught out here. There will be a throw-in. Undav might just make this. Oh, well measured.
A decent chance! They've scored!
And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Number 26, Undav.
Victoria
Coming on the
two up
field,
and into a position of
number
real
24.
strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
David really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Has a shot!
Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha. Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Lucas Paqueta. De Bruyne. Vitinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Rummenigge. And that is that. Victoria are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Rummenigge, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his.
Birthday boy, a very special
So
birthday.
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I like the look of this fella, Tiani.
Good chance here!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And the through ball. And this is Mohamed.
It's Salah! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Victoria are in front!
What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rijkaard. And here's Raul.
Roll! A roll! One more for his glittering collection! A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Decent chance! It's there! And the comeback is complete!
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
Chance for a shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Has a shot!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He won't be happy with that one. Mateus. And it's Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
And he shoots! Goal! Victoria! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And this is Raul.
It's Raul! And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There will be 3
And
minutes
that
of
is
time.
fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see...
He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And there is the half-time whistle. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. So once again, we're underway.
Victoria have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rijkaard. Now it's Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Koeman is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Xavi Alonso. And he cuts out the supply. Ernest. Back into the middle. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mohamed Salah! Oh, it's hit the post. And he's gone looking for safety. Xavi Alonso. Ernest. Oh, it's a chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Reinders does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And now the breakaway. Pepe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Reinders.
Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And yet again, they steal back into the lead. Extraordinary stuff.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So there's going to be another change here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
That's good vision.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rummenigge. We are into stoppage time. Gerrard. Berbatov. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that will be it. Victoria, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Well, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Chance, surely! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Victoria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Vitinha. Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Out to the right. Messi. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And he's straight offside. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's a little off target. Lobbed in behind, and he's intervened well there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Victoria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi. And it's Messi. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Hernes. Rummenigge. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Van Nistelrooy!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vitinha gets it away. That's a throw.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hernes. Good ball, good take. Drogba.
Well, they could break here.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Drogba really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Casemiro. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be
That's
1
been
minute
intercepted.
at a time.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Victoria.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the game has already resumed here.
Victoria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. So much time and space here.
Oh, brilliant save under real pressure.
Check.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Casemiro, and it's Gerrard. Gerrard stood his ground strongly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Ernest pinches it off him. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gerrard. And this is Van Basten. Nice bit of trick. It's Drogba! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Alexander-Arnold, the regular corner taker. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mateus. Rummenigge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, cracking ball. No, again, there's no way through. Rummenigge is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
He can get that clear. Mateus.
Victoria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested
and a quick
interest.
Reminder today, everybody, to make sure
Your
to
reflections
put any
then,
litter
Jim.
in the bins
That's
provided.
a fairly
Thank you for your
demoralising loss.
cooperation.
They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Many thanks to Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Shevchenko looking to run onto it.
Hernus. And that has left him in a heap. Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Cross into the box. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Mohamed Salah. Looking to play him in. And they've got rid. Rummenigge. He's in a great... Hernus!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on...
It's Salah!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
No goals as yet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe.
And the shot! They've scored!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Coventry have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Zanetti. And it's Vitinha. Rummenigge. Now Hernus. That's a little off target. And it's Vitinha. Coventry deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can...
And he's had a hit! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Shevchenko. Bellingham. And he's picked out the run. And he's in well there. Vitinha. Rummenigge. And it's Vitinha.
Out to the left it goes. In here.
And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Victoria.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's
Is on his own. Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Mbappe!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Mbappe! Dani Olmo!
It's fallen kindly here. No, not quite.
Shevchenko clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Well, they've got it again. He's a sharp little ball here. And Shevchenko! It's off target and by quite a way.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Shevchenko.
Coventry can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Kilitshoy coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Great ball, and he's in here. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well manoeuvred. And they win it back again. Serginho. And here's Mbappe. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mohamed Salah, looking for the run. Gabriel. Serginho. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Little pass back. Not the most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. And here's Vitinha. It's played through for him. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Victoria are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Serginho. Guardiola. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
On the field, number 22.
And we have
Danny
our very
Olmo.
first corner.
Number 10, Bellingham.
Beckenbauer
Coming
clears
on
it
the
away.
field, Number 8,
Vitz.
Fitz. Number 20,
And this is
McAllister.
Can he finish?
4 added minutes has
And
been
it's hit
indicated.
the woodwork and out! Four added minutes on the board. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium,
welcome
and the
to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Vitinha. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And it's Mendes. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No way through. McAllister, looking for the run. Victoria are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Rummenigge did very well to get himself one-on-one. Now he's got to figure out how to beat the keeper.
Tacho makes the interception. Kimmich. And it's Vitinha. And it's Salah. Gerrard. Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Ernest. Ronaldinho. Great vision. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Shevchenko. Rijkaard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. And here's Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cannavaro. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Rummenigge! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. McAllister is the team's great visionary.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vitinha. Now Ernest. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Victoria.
Please take this
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Victoria head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Victoria definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Mateus. Oh, well measured.
He's having a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rummenigge finding their passes. Rummenigge.
He's going for goal!
Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Can he get on the end of this? Chance for a shot!
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Big header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Rummenigge certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Kimmich. And it's Ronaldinho. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that looks a decent ball. Batistuta couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
Knocks it into space.
Vitinha. Threads one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's there to clear it. Shevchenko.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hernes. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich.
Can he finish?
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Victoria are looking to go forward now. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
It's anyone's ball now. Strong running down that left flank. Pull it. And they're back on the ball again.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Seedorf. Threads one in.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Vitinha cuts it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Dembele. And Hullet! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now he's got space here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Has a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. And this is Hullet. Victoria, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And claimed it back swiftly. Seedorf. Great vision. And here's Hullet. Finding their passes. Stood up well to him there. Vitinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Tries to pass it through. Played into space. And he's worked it through. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he thumps it clear. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Messi. And that is masterful defending. Well, and there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Victoria really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind.
He's got to goal!
Truly a man who will pass the test of time!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Rummenigge demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cleared without complication.
He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Dembele. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rummenigge spread it left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Thinks one through.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha aimed beyond the defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Vittoria, moments now away from seeing this one out. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. And this is Dembele. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's a fine interception.
2 added minutes has
He's
been
quick
indicated.
to get it clear again. Vitinha. He's having a hit! Vittoria have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the
With
match,
owner of a blue
and deservedly
car parked
so.
outside the stadium gate, kindly
How would you
remove it,
summarise
as it
what
is
we've
about to
seen
be
today
towed
then,
away.
Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he welcomes it in. Chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping. Vitoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's had a hit!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Fermin. Zanetti. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, this is a great... And he shoots! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
30 minutes gone. Inter applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the return... Play him in. Fermin, and he cuts out the supply. Mateus, looking to pass their way through. Kimmich. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Can he get on the end of this? Good take. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Kimmich plays it short. And this is Messi.
2 added minutes
And now
has
they
been
can
indicated.
spring out of defence. Pass somewhat off target. Serginho. And it's Lopez. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the
And a
first
quick
half?
reminder today,
Victoria
everybody, to
really
make
showed
sure to
some
put any
resolve
litter
in that
the
first
bins
half,
provided.
Peter, after going
Thank you for your
behind. So I
cooperation.
think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Number 10, Dembele. Coming on
So
to
once
replace
again,
him
we're
is
underway.
Number 9, Eto.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Alexander-Arnold. Quality ball.
Now it's Eto. He's a sharp little ball here. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Oh, easy pickings there.
Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Zakaria. Rummenigge.
Victoria may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Alexander-Arnold.
Victoria really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lopez knocks it into space. That's an excellent interception. Vitinha. Mohamed Salah. Ernest. He can run onto that. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And that has been clubbed away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Inter Milan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ernest, passing nice and neat.
Victoria really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Tries a shot! He scores! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Victoria.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Has been indicated.
Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Salah. And it's made its way to him. Vitinha receives it. Triol with a definite foul there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Rijkaard. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Blue car parked outside the stadium gate.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello, everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep, and don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ernest. And he's picked out the run. Rummenigge gets through on his own. Rummenigge! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Victoria with the corner. They're first. Vitinha! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good take in a good area. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Out towards the flank. Moves it back. Great vision. Oh, that's a fine interception. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Messi. Out for a throw. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he can clear it away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Neither side yet able to find the net. And he welcomes it in. Mohamed Salah, he has found the way through. Decent chance! Goal! Victoria! How very smart. He just got it right.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Number 14, Mohamed Salah.
Victoria have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
And a chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The goal scorer.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Number 10,
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Lionel Messi.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He won't be happy with that one. And here's Mohamed Salah, and it's made its way to Rummenigge! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Victoria have their second corner now. Terrific header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pepe does really well there, he is strong. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Dembele! Rijkaard. Here's the team's great visionary. Threads one in. And that looks a cracking ball. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Special birthday. Substitution on the field. Number 6, Shevchenko. Coming on
And
the
so
field
we're off again.
is number 18.
Victoria are
Yamal.
probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Pepe cuts out the pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Yamal. It's a pretty loose pass. He's in a great position here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That has ended up in no man's land. Vitinha, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hernus. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He can get that clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Victoria! And they're back in front.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Yamal. Now it's Messi. Dembele. That's a shade optimistic. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Yamal. The ball is bounced loose now.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's gone for goal!
Now it's Dembele. Not the most accurate pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Messi. And this is Dembele. Messi. That's the keeper's ball. Konate gets over and intercepts. Vitinha. Now that looks a decent ball. Victoria close now to seeing this one through to the end. And this is Messi.
I thought it was going to
There will
happen
be
then.
1 minute
How
added
many
time.
more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that will be the final act. Victoria can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Rummenigge claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
How do
during
you
the
look
match
back on the
at all
game then, Jim?
times.
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. That's tidy. Oh, he's played it in low. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he thumps it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ernest. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And the shot! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front!
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Victoria have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Zanetti. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Lampard. Now it's Pele. Koeman calmly anticipates. Well, there's the clearance. And that's another good win of the ball. Salah. Makaleli. Gerrard. Makaleli. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Now it's Pele.
There will be
Cuts out the
one
supply.
added time.
Good ball, good take. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Victoria really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Victoria leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Rummenigge. has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
And a chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Victoria are sitting.
The screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Almost an hour gone.
Can he finish? He's got a goal!
You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can. Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Victoria suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Vitinha.
Takes a shot! Mo Salah! Sensational! A finish of true class!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Victoria, Pele.
There's the shot!
Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a little off target. Now it's Pele, Cristiano Ronaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard. That's a...
Goes for a shot! It's in!
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish. Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Oh, that was vital.
Substitution
It's
for
not
Germany.
Played backwards here. Cannavaro.
Number 22.
Koeman.
Gerrard.
Another pass
Coming
just
on the
keeps it
field,
ticking over.
Number 3. Martin Cáceres. Number 2. Belletti.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 5 minutes.
Victoria
added time.
can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was alert to it.
Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mohamed Salah taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.